keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. It's Sunday night primetime. He's off and running. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
And that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's May. Absolutely fires this one right side. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive was allotted at 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
They'll run here with Amari Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw is there for Rondé Gadsden. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Running it with Hampton. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to Hampton. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
So first down from the 41. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's caught. Keenan Allen. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. So that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers first down. A gain of 11.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this third down. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's a short gain of 1. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, and an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He brings it in. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Herbert from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal, Chargers.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And bring the tight end left. Hampton will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Complete beyond the marker. And he winds up out of bounds with things not settled yet. So we've got a flag down.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline this and take the results.
That penalty is declined.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Out of the pistol. Henderson shoots away from one. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Henderson's going to get it on 3rd down. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this. You just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
May now from the gun. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Chargers get their offense set for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Hampton gets the handoff. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
We've set it downs from 37. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Looking to his fullback now. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them in the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Complete here to Hinton. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
7-yard line.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. To throw, Herbert. On a quick slant, it's Johnston. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the counter, it's Hampton. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 7.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Henderson here from the gun. We stop just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. After this one, we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That is our 2-minute warning. 1:56 left to go before we take a break. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Right side into the hands of Allen. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. It's Herbert once more. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the Combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll run with Hampton. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Herbert from the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
21. Patriots 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriots back on offense late in the first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's May on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Henry. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there.
It's a gain of 11.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's May to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. That's Denzel Perryman in on a stump. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's May. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. To the air yet again, May. And we go to Henderson on the jump off. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Now Borregales on to send it away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Blitz coming. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Shotgun snap to Herbert. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He beams one, deep right side. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He has it at the 33. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The New England offense running out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action. Here's May. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these 2 to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Trying an inside give to Henderson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. May now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. That's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. In the red zone now. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots start the second half with some needed points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Patriots 14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Play action now for Herbert. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh, as they get set for first and 10. Short pass brought in, and he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
It's Hampton on second. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. And send their tight end right. Going to the ground again on first. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
A 20-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. The give now to Henderson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Punting unit out now. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. They'll toss it to Hampton. Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
Five men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. On play action, here's May. And he put everything he's got behind it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to be second down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
This is Henderson on second down. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Benjamin St. Just on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
We've reached the end of the 3rd on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Patriots with possession. They need to erase that deficit in a hurry. Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Motioning left is Johnston. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. It's like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
We motion the tight end over. On third down, Herbert. Allen bringing in another one. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Now an inside give to Hampton. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Herbert from the gun. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
We've set it downs from 37. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that means third down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Running it with Hampton. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort he deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He brings it in. He goes the distance, touchdown, LA! The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Quick throw completed by May. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One right side, Henderson. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Here's May. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a New England 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Complete to Diggs out left. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Looking inside the red zone. Drop this to Henderson underneath. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's May. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
There we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Desperation time here on 4th. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Hampton gets it out of his own read. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it set the table for more.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Chargers, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Herbert now. On a quick slant, he's got Allen. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 1st down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. Back to where they started as the play picks up 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Okay, why do I think right now, as fullback heads to the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hampton now up the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.